welcome to this evening's performance of Lene. Please take a moment right now to make sure that all phones, beepers, pagers, anything that might make noise in this small device, so please make sure it's turned off. So we won't be in the show. Thank you very much.
Can I use your cell phone? I need to make a call. That was a test! You failed.
You are strange to that news, sir. But I'm sure to have the honor of meeting you, the sight of your fat, stupid face would inspire her to give you a vigorous kick in the broadest part of your anatomy. I want to see the theater cured of this boil. Otherwise, I'll lance it. Oh. I'm going to clap my hands 3 times. By the 3rd clap, you will be gone. 1.
That's 1.
2.
Uh-oh.
And that, if he dares.
But sir, what reason do you have to aim all 3?
I have 2 reasons, either of which would be sufficient. The first is that he's a deplorable actor who brays like an ass and wrestles ponderously with lines that ought to soar lightly from his lips. The second is my secret.
He is beginning to be annoying.
Such arrogance from, excuse me, an uncouth barbarian who isn't even wearing gloves. Who appears in public without ribbons, tassels, or braid.
I have no gloves. This doesn't trouble me. I had a pair not too long ago, but I lost one of them, so I threw the other one away in someone's face.
Stupid, loud, insolent, poor, ridiculous ass.
Delighted to meet you. I'm Savigny de Cyrano, de Bergerac. It's falling asleep. It needs exercise.
What's the matter?
I have a cramp in my sword.
So be it.
A very charming little frost.
Poisson!
Poet.
Why, yes, sir, I am a poet. As I'll demonstrate by composing an impromptu ballad while I fence with you. If you don't know what that is, allow me to explain.
What?
The ballad consists of 3 8-line stanzas with a 4th line refrain at the end.
I
I was to compose them while I fence with you. And when I come to the last line, I'll draw blood. Wait and see. Ballad of the duel between Monsieur de Bergerac and an imbecile in the Hotel de Bourgogne.
What's all that?
It's the title.
Nice.
I'm thinking of how to begin. There, I have it. I take off my hat and discard it. I slowly abandon my cloak. I take my sword out of its scabbard, preparing to put it to use. For the moment I stand here before you, elegant, calm, and serene. But I warn you, my impudent scoundrel, when I am the refrain, I draw blood. You should have avoided this battle. Now where shall I skewer you, goose? In the side, in the sleeve of your doublet? In the heart, with the ribbon you wear? No, I've carefully thought and reflected, and finally made up my mind. The punch! That's where I've decided. When I am the refrain, I draw blood. I see you get brown when I press you. Your face is white as a sheet. It is coward and any no tutu. I Texas entirely for that you hope to cross through my entrails. Your efforts are doomed to be vain. Prepare yourself now to be punctured. When I am the refrain, I draw blood. Refrain! Pray God to forgive your transgressions. The close of our combat draws near. I prepare, when I am the refrain, I draw blood.
Let me ask you something, Cyrano. What is your real reason for your patient, Louis?
You can tell me the truth. That bloated old sot, with the belly so big he can't see his own navel, still considers himself to be a terror with the ladies and gives them amorous looks and those frog-like eyes of his with his bubbling his lines on the stage. I've hated him since the day I saw him look at. It was like watching a slimy slug crawling on a flower.
What's this? Is it possible that you are in love?
Yes, it's true.
Well, may I ask with whom? You've never told me anything.
nose of mine precedes me by a quarter of an hour wherever I go, forbids me ever to dream of being loved by even an ugly woman. You ask me whom I love. The answer should be clear to you. Whom else would I love but the most beautiful woman in all the world?
The most beautiful?
Of course. The most beautiful of all women. The most captivating, the most...
Oh, please, just tell me.
She's a mortal danger without meaning to be one. She's exquisite without giving it a thought. She's a trap set by nature, a rose in which love lies in ambush. Anyone who has seen her smile has known perfection. She creates graces without movement and makes all divinity fit to her slightest gesture. And neither Venus in herself, nor Diana, striding in her great blossoming forest, can compare to her when she goes through the streets in her sedan chair.
Now I believe I know. It is becoming quite clear.
Perfectly transparent.
Your cousin, Magdalene Loban.
Yes, Roxanne.
You love her? Tell her so. You ought to be overjoyed. You've covered yourself in glory. Look at me!
And tell me what all this protruberance might leave me. I have no illusions.
Oh. Come. Don't be sad. Love is only but a game of chance. Well, I can see your silence vanish.
She wants to meet me. She knows I exist.
Please be calm.
No. I am going to be frenzied and turbulent. I need a whole army to vanquish. I have 10 hearts, 20 arms. It's no longer enough for me to cut down dwarfs. I need giants. Cyrano, what is it? We brought a friend, much worse for mine. Reginald, what happened to you? He can't go home. Why is that?
This note warns me. A hundred men against me because of my poem I wrote. There's great danger to let. That's on my way home. Can I
100 men, you say? You'll sleep at home tonight. Not 100 men? I mean, at least that many this evening. Come on, let's go. Oh.
When I am the refrain, I draw blood. When I am the refrain, I draw blood.
Reginald, what time is it?
6:05. I draw blood! Ha! What's a blood?
Reginald, what time? Never mind. You don't have the courage to say one word to her. I'm afraid to speak even one of the words I haven't hear. But writing is a different matter. I'll put down on paper the love letter I've written within myself 100 times. Colleague!
Dear colleague.
Eagle of pastry cooks, what a fragrant nest you have.
Oh, coloring.
Apollo of the kitchen!
Friends, colleagues, welcome!
We were delayed by a crowd gathering in Toulon. You see, dozens of bandits had been felled by swordplay and lay bleeding on the pavement.
You know the hero of this combat.
Not at all. What's this, Regina?
Oh, I've written a recipe in verse!
Let's hear it.
how to make almond tarts. Beat some eggs till they are foamy. Mix with tangy citron juice. Now fold in sweet milk of almonds. Line your pans with pastry dough and slowly pour your foam to fill them. Bake until golden brown. Now remove them from the oven, and you have luscious, dainty almond tarts. Here, have a tart. Almond tarts. They're delicious strawberry tarts. Oh, wonderfully delicious. Try them, try them.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for humbling that arrogant, fond-looking sword yesterday, because he's the man who a certain great lord infatuated with me was trying to pose on me as a husband. Thank you.
Anything for you, cousin?
Now, I had wanted to tell you.
Well,
I'm in love with someone who doesn't know. He's a poor man who till now has loved me timidly from a distance without daring to say anything. But I have seen a confession of love trembling on his lips. And so it happens, cousin, that he's a member in your regiment. In fact, he's a cadet in your company. His face shines with wit and intelligence. He's proud, noble, young, fearless, and handsome.
Handsome.
You said he's a cadet? Yes, in the guards.
His name?
Baron Christian de Neuvillette.
Vivian, there's no cadet by that name.
There is now. He only began serving this morning.
My poor girl, you're so fond of fine words and gracious wit. What if he should prove to be an uncultured savage?
Impossible. He has the hair of one of Urfey's heroes.
His speech may be as crude as his hair is elegant.
No. There's a delicacy in everything he says. I feel it.
Yes, all words are delicate when they come from lips adorned with a shapely mustache. But what if he's a fool?
Then I'll die. There. Are you satisfied?
And you brought me here to tell me this? I confess it. I don't quite understand why.
It's because someone terrified me yesterday by telling me that most of your company are Southern.
And that we provoke a duel with any newcomer who gains favor of being admitted among us without being a Southerner? Is that what you were told?
Yes, and you can imagine how I trembled for him when I heard it.
And with good reason.
But when I saw you yesterday, great and invincible, punishing that scoundrel and holding all those brutes at bay.
Very well. I'll protect your little Baron.
Oh, I knew it was so right to like you. But I must go now. Goodbye, cousin. Hey, Steven! No! Brett! I'm here! The cadets are here to see you! Come on, join us!
No.
He won't come! He's in a bad mood!
Here.
The marshal is an authority of daring deeds.
Right? But he never had believed it. If these men had not seen it.
With our own eyes.
Well, your career is already rich in the baron's blood. You serve with these wild southern elves, don't you?
Yes, I'm a cadet. He is the guard.
One of us.
So, these healthy-looking gentlemen, how's the family stand?
Go. Yes, Captain.
All of the men of the company are here. Why don't you give an introduction to the Count?
These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré of the noble Captain Lebret. They fight over trifles and shamelessly lie. These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré. Their knowledge of heraldry can't be surpassed. No plowman can claim no birth. These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré of the brave Captain Lebret. United eagles and fiercer than bulls, the elegant grace of a cat.
They sweep all before them wherever they go.
United eagles and fiercer than wolves, wearing their battered old hats jauntily with feathers to guard the hose. United eagles and fiercer than wolves, the elegant grace of a cat. These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré who got home young husbands and old.
Adorable ladies and virtues too.
These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré.
Your jealous defenders may grumble and scowl. They're powerless to alter their fate.
These are the stout-hearted cadets de carré who got home young husbands and old.
That was disgusting.
You are a proud man, aren't you?
Have you noticed?
I'm leaving. Bring me my sedan chair. And to you, monsieur.
Yes.
Have you read Don Quixote?
Why, yes, I have, and I take off my hat to you in that scatterbrained hero.
Well, you would do well to meditate on the chapter concerning windmills.
Do you mean to say that I attack people of you with every change of the wind?
No. For when one attacks them, their great arms often hurl them into the mud pit.
Or up into the stars!
Get me away!
Gentlemen!
Get me away from these baboons!
This time you've really outdone yourself. Now, if only you'd softened your haughty spirit a little, fortune and glory would
But
come
what would I
right
have to do? Cover myself with the protection of some powerful patron? Imitate the ivy that licks the bark of a tall tree while entwining itself around its trunk? And make my way upwards by guile, rather than climb by my own strength? Crawl to the skin of my belly is rubbed raw? No thank you. I may not rise very high, but I'll climb alone.
Proclaim your pride and bitterness loudly to the world, but speak to me softly, and tell me simply she doesn't love you.
Cyrano, will you tell us your story now? Not yet. The story of Cyrano's combat will be the best lesson for this timid apprentice.
Apprentice?
Yes, you sick northerner.
Sickly?
Écoute-moi, Mr. Louis. It's time for you to learn something. There's a certain object that we all avoid naming as scrupulously as one would refrain from mentioning rope, in the hope of a man whose father hanged himself.
And what is it?
Do you understand?
I think so.
He's already killed 2 men because they had nasal voices.
The slightest allusion to that protuberance brings an untimely death.
One word is enough. Even a gesture. You take out your handkerchief and you take out your shroud.
I see. Captain, one do when Southerners become too boastful?
Prove to them that a Northerner can be dangerous.
Hey, Cyrano, tell us your story.
Yeah, that is my story. Well, I was walking along to meet them. The moon was high, gleaming like a big silver watch in the sky, when suddenly some heavenly hands slipped it to a pocket of clouds. The sky was black as pitch, and there were no lights on the street. I couldn't see.
Beyond the end of your nose.
Oh! As I was saying, it was so dark I couldn't see anything. But I walked on, thinking that for the sake of some poor old drunkard, I was about to anger some powerful nobleman who would surely
Resent your nosiness.
who would surely bear a grudge against me. And that I was actually putting
Your nose into...
myself into a bad situation. But I thought to myself, come on, cadet, do whatever has to be done. Onward, Cyrano! Onward, Cyrano! A moment later, someone
Knows you out of the darkness.
lunged at me with their sword. But I parried the thrust and suddenly found myself
Nose to nose.
Get out! Follow you out! Embrace me. You're a
Sir,
brave man.
perhaps.
Very
but
brave. I'm glad to know that.
Would you mind telling me
Embrace me. I'm her cousin.
whose?
Hers.
Hers? And she's told you...
Everything.
Does she love me?
Perhaps.
Happy I am to know you.
Sudden change of feeling.
Forgive me.
I must admit you are a handsome devil.
If only you knew, sir, how much I
Roxanne
admire you.
expects a letter from you this evening.
Oh no.
What?
If I write to her, she'll never want to see me again.
Why?
Because I'm such a fool that I could die of shame.
You didn't attack me like a fool.
Words come easily to any man when he wants to pick a quarrel. I may have a certain quick, soldierly wit, but with women I'm always at a loss for anything to say. It's become all too clear to me that I'm one of those men who don't know how to speak of love.
I have the feeling that if my features had been shaped more harmoniously, I would have been one of those men who do know how to speak of love.
Ah, if only I could express myself more gracefully.
If only I had a handsome face.
Roxanne is so elegant and refined, I'm sure to disillusion her.
I had such an interpreter to speak for my soul.
I need eloquence, and I have none.
I'll lend you mine.
What?
Lend me your conquering physical charm, and together we'll form a romantic hero.
What are you saying?
Do you feel capable of repeating what I tell you every day?
Are you suggesting?
Roxanne won't be disillusioned. Together we can win her heart.
But I must write to her immediately. I'll never be able to.
Here's the letter.
But
It only lacks the name and address. Don't worry, it's well written.
Had you already...
I always have a letter in my pocket, written to some imaginary lady. You see, I'm one of those men whose only sweethearts are dreams breathed into a name. You can make my fantasy a reality. You'll find that in this letter my feelings are all better expressed for being insincere. Here, take it.
But won't some things in it have to be changed? Since you wrote it with no particular woman in mind, how can it fit Roxanne?
It'll fit her like a glove.
But...
You can count on vanity to make her think it was written for her. Huh?
Ah, my friend! Thank you!
Oh.
Roxanne.
Do you have anything to say?
Yes, you are, you,
I am.
you are so beautiful.
Oh,
Your beauty, it overwhelms me.
it overwhelms you?
Yes, it,
So that you can no longer speak?
sometimes your nearness takes my breath away.